Marketing wise, I don't blow my brains out on big billboards and all that sort of thing. I use my personal relationships, hence where we came from. Building relations, building your future is our motto.
Hi, welcome to the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast. I'm here today with Jake Pedler from Realty Enterprises.
How are you today?
Good, very good.
For Monday, you're doing pretty good so far, right?
Nice. Tell me about your background before being in real estate, and then we'll talk about how you got into real estate.
Be glad to, yes. Before real estate, I was a police officer in Peel Regional Police for 15 years, and I worked in all different areas of the police department. Worked in uniform, worked undercover, worked in homicide. So I had a pretty fun and extensive career in law enforcement. But after about 12 years, I always had in the back of my mind about wanting to be my own boss. And I've always done house flips and had interest in real estate. So went back to school part-time and got my real estate license, got my business certificate, and then took that chance and left that job security for the unknown world of real estate. And that was 15 years ago.
You planned it for 3 years though.
I did.
Okay,
yeah,
very good,
so,
smart.
Just to, leaving that job security is very tough for anybody.
Yeah.
And going into the world of real estate where it's basically commission and you got to work or you starve.
Yes.
So that happened 15 years ago and is the best decision I ever made.
And why real estate? You were flipping houses?
Flipping houses, and I guess the essential part was getting into a business where I was my own boss and was in charge of my own destination. And I knew if I worked equally as hard in real estate as I did in policing, that I definitely would be successful. And I love working with people.
Okay.
And it's been a fulfilling career, and I can't wait for what the next 15 years brings.
Okay. And you're one of those realtors who do residential and commercial. Not everybody does that.
That's correct, yes. So I started getting into commercial. Residential was the foundation and base of what I started with.
Yeah.
I absolutely love residential real estate. But about 7 years ago, I started dabbling a bit more into commercial.
Okay.
Until I felt comfortable enough to have two separate teams focus on two separate entities in real estate.
Yeah.
And they both complement each other on their own. And one helps myself get better experience to be a better realtor for both sides of the fence.
Yeah, and you built a pretty good team on both sides. Tell us about how do you go from being yourself to being a team?
Yeah, so we have a small team, and sometimes that works better.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure the personalities jive and everyone's on the same page in regards to the goals and objectives of what we do and how we treat our clients.
Yeah.
So Vincent Cott is my partner in commercial real estate, and our focus there is development as well as hotel and hospitality. So we really zero on those factors. As well as the residential side, there's Jennifer Galante, who's just joined the team, and of course Sheldon Kahn, that's been with Team Pedler for the last 5 years.
Cool. And on the commercial side, you do a lot of big deals. You say hotels. How do you get your connections for that?
That comes from Vincent's background in the hotel and hospitality world, and then my opportunity about 7 years ago to sell a hotel, a Comfort Hotel in Brampton, Ontario.
Okay.
And in that journey, I was able to meet a lot of hoteliers, and then really dove into that world and got educated and went to conferences and really started networking. So it comes down to two different things. The residential world, a lot of that is very emotional. It's very personal, with people buying homes, selling homes, divorces, unfortunately deaths, and all those things that come along with people making a decision whether they're going to move or not. The commercial side, it's definitely more business related. There's no emotion there, and it's strictly business, and it's strictly almost 9 to 5. So it's nice that having those two worlds. And being successful, I have a successful team that we're killing it on both sides.
Nice. What's the one thing for you when you were alone before you had the team that made you successful? What did you do?
I think it just comes back to the basics of treating your clients with the utmost respect and trying to always focus on them, not yourself. And I've always worked my sphere of influence and people that I know. And I'm out there with, I volunteer at the hospital. I'm the chairman of the BIA in Port Credit. I do a lot of charity events, which I love to do and be active in the community.
Okay.
I drew upon my policing background and all the people that I used to work there that need houses and homes and have families and need to get bigger homes. And it just, work in that sphere of influence. So marketing wise, I don't blow my brains out on big billboards and all that sort of thing. I use my personal relationships, hence where we came from. Building relations, building your future is our motto.
Cool. And as a team now, how do you keep your team motivated, or how do you keep them accountable?
Accountable. At the end of the day, everyone in real estate is their own boss. And I find that same way with whoever's on my team. With having that freedom of being your own boss, it makes for a happier team member
Yes.
to be able to kind of set their own agenda and goals. So whatever support they need, I give. I'm not one to drag them along. They've got to show me that they're motivated and that they're on the same page, and then I'm all in, and I'll give them the guidance and support if they subscribe to the same mentality that I have.
So we'll find out when I interview Sheldon.
Yes, that's going to be very interesting, and good luck with that. But Sheldon is a great case study where he was similar to me, where he was in a long-standing career.
Yes.
And it is very difficult to give up that pension,
Security.
benefits, security. And a lot of people make that jump. And you're not going to get anywhere in life unless you take that chance.
It's true.
And it's very nice seeing him on that same journey that I am, and he's going to do fantastic in real estate full-time.
Cool. What motivates you to keep going?
I love what I do. Absolutely love what I do. And if I love the clients I work with, I love the people in the business on the outer fringe, like yourself and your great company that you have here. But I do love the fact of working with people. And unlike the policing days of dealing with a lot of negative things in society, it's very positive. And so to me, it's not even work. I love it.
Cool. What would you give a brand new realtor? What advice would you give a brand new realtor to help their success?
Number one is don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Okay? You're not going to sit at home and people are going to come to you. You've got to get out there and do the old-fashioned stuff of banging on doors and making those cold calls and putting yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Yes.
If you look at all the top realtors, they're not afraid to do that, and they still do that after 30, 40 years in the business. And so you have to be you have to give yourself that little push sometimes of just getting out there and meeting people, building those relationships, and then a lot of good things will come to you in return.
Cool. And what do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun? Well, good Lord, it's not an R-rated show, is it? I absolutely love to cook.
Okay.
So yes, I'm a good whiz in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I also have a part interest in a restaurant in Port Credit, Spice Lounge, where you've been to. So I like to help run events there and whatnot, and show support there to the main owners, Ryan and Andy.
Cool.
But the main thing is I love to keep active. Okay, I love to go to different new restaurants and shops. I love the spending time with family and friends. So all that kind of fun stuff when real estate doesn't get in the way.
Nice, very cool. Where do we find you? What's your contact information?
Well, teampedler.com is the easiest one. You'll see our fantastic website, all contact info, a lot of informative items on the website for people to explore. That's the best way.
Cool, awesome. Thank you for being on the episode.
It's been a fantastic day. Thank you.